There's no chance that JJ Redick is going to be able to command that locker room. Yeah, him and LeBron can sit there and drink wine together and break down plays, but it's a little different when you got 20,000 people screaming at you and you got 11 other players that you got to manage as well. And
so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before I get started, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you've been enjoying the content so far on this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And so let's go ahead and get into it. As everybody already knows, the Lakers season has ended and they've already fired their coach, Coach Darvin Ham. Now, whether or not people agree with Darvin Ham being given the axe and being let go, that's irrelevant.
I knew the moment Anthony Davis said that publicly in the press conference, that is not what he does. The second I saw that, I said, Darvin Ham, this is it for him.
Darvin Ham did a good enough job last year to get praised when they got to the conference finals, even though they were a playing team. So this, Stephen A., amen to everything you said. I'm beyond salty. I'm angry that Darvin Ham has taken the fall for these guys not being good enough. You
have a team like the Los Angeles Lakers that are used to winning championships and are used to being in the mix and have the pedigree that they have. And you have a LeBron James and you have an Anthony Davis in your team, and you're not making it to the Western Conference Finals or even getting close to that. Somebody's got to go. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be the superstars. It's going to be the head coach, especially when you have a head coach that doesn't have the cachet of some of these other head coaches. And so rumor has it that JJ Redick is next in line for the head coaching job with the Los Angeles Lakers. And before I speak on it, I'm going to go ahead and let my man Lou Williams chime in on it real quick.
Who do you hire, Lou?
there's no chance that JJ Redick is going to be able to command that locker room. Yeah, him and LeBron can sit there and drink wine together and break down plays, but it's a little different when you got 20,000 people screaming at you and you got 11 other players that you got to manage as well. And so I'm not saying that JJ isn't fit for the job. We simply haven't seen him be fit for the job, right? So there's only one person that I could see managing this, and I hate to say it, it's going to be Ty Lue. And the only reason I say Ty Lue for this job is because he speaks the language. He knows how to communicate with players. He's obviously a proven championship coach, and he's been there already with LeBron. He's already had that experience. He's already shared a locker room with him and been able to manage it and win a championship with him. Out of all the names on that list, I think that's the only name that I see.
And so absolutely, I agree with Lou Williams 100%. Nothing against JJ Redick. It's not personal. He could be very well qualified for the job, even though he hasn't done so at any level. Sometimes it just works out like that. But in no way, in no form, in no fashion is he qualified to coach the Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You're talking about too much talent, too much experience, too many egos, a big city. That's a lot of responsibility for somebody that hasn't done so on that level. And legendary coach, former coach of the Seattle Supersonics and the Denver Nuggets, George Karl, he even chimed in on it. He said JJ Redick would bring shrewd coaching insights to the Lakers and a proven track record from his years as an assistant and head coach at all levels of the sport. Sounds like a perfect fit for a team with championships or bust expectations every year. And I hope y'all caught the sarcasm. And George Karl knows a thing or two about a thing or two. You're talking about an individual in George Karl with at least about 40 years of experience at the NBA level. And so he knows what he's talking about. You're not just going to come into a locker room like that. You're not going to come into a city like that wet behind the ears thinking that you're going to do the job and get the job done. Because it's championship or bust expectations when you're talking about LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And I'm not a LeBron James hater. I think he deserves the accolades that he gets for his performance over the years in the NBA. But at the same time, LeBron James is somebody that, like most players, he needs to be saved from himself. There's a reason why coaches coach and players play. And LeBron James is somebody that, if he had it his way, he would have had every coach that he's ever had fired. And he's almost come close to it. In Miami, he tried to get Spoelstra fired. Pat Riley wasn't having it. And Pat Riley is probably one of the few GMs with the cachet and the hardware to actually tell a LeBron James no. Because a lot of other GMs around the league would have told LeBron James yes. a prime LeBron James at that. And now we see what time it is with Eric Spoelstra. We're talking about probably one of the best coaches in NBA history. If you look at his resume and you look at what he's done with less. But if it was up to LeBron James, he would have been out of there. And I could see the Lakers, if this was LeBron James 10 years ago, caving on this, but I don't see the Lakers picking JJ Redick at all. It's not a good move, especially with an older LeBron James. An older LeBron James doesn't need a coach that he can push around because he's not the same player that he used to be. He's somewhat of a defensive liability, and he's somebody that likes for the ball to stay in his hand a little bit too long, especially at this age. And so personally, I think Tyronn Lue would be a perfect fit. They won a chip before. He's somebody that has stood up to LeBron James before. He's somebody that's not afraid to get in LeBron James' face. He's somebody that is not afraid to get into Anthony Davis' face. And he has the hardware, and he has the cachet, and he has the NBA pedigree to back it up. And rumor also has it that JJ Redick is also interviewing for the Charlotte Hornets head coaching position. Now, I think that would probably be a much better fit for JJ Redick. You're talking about a young team with a young superstar in LaMelo. And so I think that would be JJ's best fit. And so we never know. This being LeBron James's last year, his son is set to come out in the NBA draft. And so they got some decisions to make. But if they do pick JJ Redick as the head coach, and they do draft LeBron James's son, you're talking about a head coach that's going to feel obligated to play Bronny. But on the other hand, I think that's a good thing because I do want to see Bronny succeed and have a level of success with his father. Now, it may come at the detriment of the team, but at least we'll be able to see that father-son duo that we've never seen before, and we'll be able to see history made. And so on the flip side, that'll be a good thing, and that'll be something to watch play out. But go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all feel about it. Let me know how y'all think. And make sure you guys hit that like button before y'all leave. And as usual, peace and chaos.